Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of August 5th. If we haven't met yet, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. You should come say hi. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with Mahogany Obsidian, the Morgan Greer Tarot with Aquamarine, and the Dark Mansion Tarot with Fluorite. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay. Oh, well. A lot of people in this reading. We all have the entire deck inside of us. Any card can be any gender. There isn't a single woman depicted in here. And statistically speaking, the person watching this video right now is, so let me just... Oh, wow, this is great. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 1, the overall vibe of this reading is one of multiple people navigating turbulence together. Or, well, actually, there are 2 main ways that this Wheel of Fortune fits into the reading. It could be the turbulence and chaos that I often read this particular Wheel of Fortune in the Marseille as, and reinforced with the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That is how I have a tendency to read it. However, there is a possibility that for some of you, it's the cycle aspect that is at the front with this Wheel of Fortune. But no matter what this Wheel of Fortune means for you, the challenge and instability undermining the entire reading here can't really be ignored. I just want to point out that there are 4 levels of agency in this reading here. So from lowest to highest, we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Fool, and the Hermit. So I guess, given the nature of this reading, it's difficult. Like, I want to do the thing where I give advice to each specific individual so that way it could help you figure out who you are in this. If the levels of agency alone were not, or the fact that there's one person facing the other way, whereas the others are facing this way, that might help you distinguish who you are or who the Fool is. However, what I would say is, no matter what you bring to the table, be it experience, be it, I guess, a good heart. It's the cheesy way to say it, but it's I don't want to take the time to think of a better way. Or the studies that you have that have brought you to this table here, or if you don't think you have anything to contribute to this, I would invite you to not shy away from trying anyway. I think that the risk for the Fool here, actually, it depends, because again, this is a collective reading. So for some of you, it might be wise for you to pick your fights and like let this one slide. However, I do have penchant for seeing this as an invitation to double check. If you think that you don't have anything to contribute to this situation, you might be wrong. As a matter of fact, if you remember, you're still higher in agency than the Knight and the Page here. You're a major, you know, so don't underestimate that. But besides that, it's looking like you know, it looks like these 3 people are cooperating well together. It's just that the situation is turbulent, and there might be a person, either through lack of appreciation of what they bring to the table or fear, that are trying to avoid it instead of bringing what they have, pointing to this bag here, to the situation. So if you're not the fool, I would invite you to be on the lookout for this fool and to make sure that, you know, that their knapsack really is empty like they claim it to be. And it is through, like, no matter what party you are in this, it should be pretty easy, even though I just told the fool that he outranks you unless you're the hermit, that it should still be pretty easy for you to determine what this person can contribute to this situation, so that you can inspire them to, you know, bring what they bring to the table. I think I've looped enough. So I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you. You're the first of the 2 small decks that I have, so based off of group 1, I think this should be good for you. Don't panic with the devil reversed in the middle of it. 3 out of 5 of your cards are reversed. Don't panic. We do have the 10 of coins at the bottom of the deck, so that's encouraging. Okay, that's the King of Wands reversed. Yeah, and I have everything else. And, oh, the shot looks good. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 2, this message is actually really simple. This is probably going to be really short. The overall message here is to keep your wits about you. I think the danger for you, and I'm reading you as the King of Wands, even though you know, we all have the entire deck inside of us. Any court card can be any gender, but this is the only court card here. And the fact that these are all majors, I noticed that immediately after pausing. So it's looking like a big week with a lot of things that are out of your hands, including the Wheel of Fortune here and the Devil reversed in the middle of it. The Devil reversed and the King of Wands reversed are the 2 main things that are making me say keep your wits about you. This is obviously supported by the Justice card here. The Justice card, I believe what it is bringing to this conversation is the invitation for balance, perception, and to really make sure that you're evaluating the situation clearly and objectively. Because I'm reading the King of Wands reversed as the way I almost always do, as over determination to the point where you'll dynamite through a mountain instead of driving around it. And it's good to keep your goal in mind. Obviously, we have a delayed creation process. That's how I'm reading the Empress reverse. I just want to acknowledge her. But yeah, to keep your eye on the goal that you want. That is good. And it's good that this 10 of coins is upright at the bottom of the deck. That's really nice. But the danger is when there's turbulence. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm reading it more as fate, destiny, cycles. It's out of your hands. Because the Wheel of Fortune on its own, I often read it in a very binary way. If it's upright, it's good luck. If it's reversed, it's bad luck, basically. That's the surface level way to fit, that I fit the Wheel of Fortune into a lot of my readings. However, when it's accompanied by all this, this is turbulence, chaos, cycles, it's out of your hands, that kind of shit. That makes everything else here snap into place. The fact that it's taking long, the fact that the temptation to either sledgehammer through the wall instead of looking for a door, or the temptation to just try to shoehorn in ways of doing things that are not appropriate. The Justice card here under the Devil reversed is a really big contrast in ways of approaching the situations that this week throws at you. You could either objectively, or as much as you can, I mean, we're all human, but you could either try to calm down and really look at the situation clearly and objectively, or as much as you can, or you can just file it in the thing that you always file it, and oh, it's always like this, you never do that. Words like always and never often come up when devil type energies are in play, you know? But yeah, just make sure that you acknowledge it's the serenity prayer, the serenity to what was it? The serenity to accept. Okay, yeah, it's the serenity to accept the things that I can't change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I think this whole reading is a giant serenity prayer, really. So yeah, just try to make sure that when there are obstacles that always get thrown at you this way, to make sure that you look for a door instead of grabbing your sledgehammer and wailing away at that wall. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. Thank you very much. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 3. Let's see what we have for you for this week. What is this? This is a Fool reversed. Probably around here. What is this? Queen of Swords reversed. 9 of Coins. High Priestess. And in the middle, we have the 9 of Swords. Don't panic with the Wheel of Fortune reversed at the bottom of the deck. I don't mind repeating. Well, the Wheel of Fortune showed up in all 3 readings. I'll tell you that. I don't know if I'm going to repeat it for the Oracle card portion, but whatever. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is good. All right, I'll see you right now. I might have unpaused too quickly, but I really like the phrase that I'm about to say that I think sums up this reading really well, and it is making sure that you're the best version of yourself. I really like that this middle row here is upright, and the fact that these 2 cards, the Fool and the Queen of Swords, are both reversed are very interesting when contrasted with these. Okay, I think I understand the source of the stress and anxiety that is depicted in the 9 of Swords here, and I think that it has to do with this Wheel of Fortune reversed here at the bottom of the deck, underpinning all of this. I'm going to read the Wheel of Fortune as some kind of twist of fate not in your favor, something that happens out of the blue that kind of changes things. And when that happens, oh, I just realized that there are 2 ways to read the Fool given what I just said, because originally I read the Fool as foolishness, jumping off of any which cliff, but it might be fear of taking the leap. And when the Queen of Swords reversed is accompanying it, that actually reinforces that message, because I'm reading the Queen of Swords reversed like I usually do, as a fear to speak your truth, which is kind of understandable when when things out of your control kind of come at you from a blind spot that you didn't see, And the key is, again, like I said at the beginning of the reading, to make sure that you're the best version of yourself. I'm pointing to the 9 of Coins and the High Priestess very deliberately here. Basically just trust yourself. It's very easy to say with the 9 of Swords in the middle of the whole thing, but the bottom line is, deep down you already know what to do. And I think the key for you, no, that's not true. I was about to say the only major arcana card in your reading proper, but the Fool is here. The only major arcana card in this row, let's say. Yeah, the message of the High Priestess is that by quieting your mind as much as you can, that's when the chatter that is either the source of or the result of stress and anxiety can leave room for the abundance and independence that was always there. And part of that might come with self-examination. Maybe what the Queen of Swords is afraid of looking at straight on is the mirror. That is also possible. But again, I'm gonna speak as if the situation is way more dramatic than I actually think it is, but the phrase fits in well here. It's when the chips are down that you can find out what you're really made of, you know? And again, I don't think, like, if there was some chaos and drama, I would expect to see different cards here. This is really looking like an unfortunate event outside of your control not going your way, causing a bunch of questions to come up. And when your mind jumps in the way and says, yep, 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 hey, I know the questions, yep, 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 yep. But the other way is to just observe, trust yourself, and listen. Instead of yap, 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 yapping with your mental mouth, you can listen with your mental ears, I guess. Let me just pause to recuperate. There we go. So yeah, by creating that space, I talk a lot about meditation and centering practices in these kinds of situations. So I guess I will nod in that direction as well. But it's by centering yourself and remaining calm that you can recognize the opportunities that are for you and actually capitalize on them. There might be a warning that not all glitters is gold. However, you're still awesome and you know what to do. You just need to quiet your mind down enough to let the wisdom bubble up, basically. That was a mic drop. I'm going to end the reading right there. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your Oracle cards, you know what to do. Jeez, I messed that up. All right. Mercury is stationing retrograde this week. If you didn't know that while I was giving your tarot reading for you, I knew. But regardless, this looks like a good setup. Let's do it. Group A, your card is completion. Look at that. This is I Ching hexagram 63, the penultimate I Ching hexagram. The keywords are final attainment, victory, a crescendo, a job well done, perfection, peak performance, prudence. Now, given the reading that I probably gave you, this might seem a bit weird. What I would say is to focus on the goal. Really keep the thing that you are trying to bring to fruition in mind and try to loosen your grip on how quickly that happens being important to you. Like, obviously the card is really positive, so I like that. But given the readings, I just want to, I'm reading this as the big why that you're being invited to keep in mind, and that's what can kind of help you navigate this week. Group B, your card is Black Moon Recharge. This is a new fire moon. We just had a new moon in Leo, obviously. So timing wise, this is either, this is either the new moon in Leo or the next new moon in Leo. That's the obvious one. Let me actually stare at the rest of all this shit. Yeah, I think the message here, the word recharge, there's so many situations where I virtually ignore the card at the bottom of the word at the bottom of these cards here, but the recharge, the fact that this is the abyss from which the new seeds will grow, you know. This is an invitation to don't force yourself to pull miracles out of your ass this week. Focus on being the best version that you can be this week so that you can attack the weeks and months to come all the stronger. And in the void that is implied here, there's a lot of opportunities for wisdom, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, Group C, your card is Yesod. They're only, oh man, I don't know if you can even see anything. Let me, I don't know. Anyway, let me stare at this card and see what I have. There are only 10 Sephiroth cards in this deck plus dot. So yeah, there we go. So I try not to read the meaning of the Sephiroth too much because it puts these cards at an advantage relative to the other deck. But something that I really like is, first of all, the pose of the angel, and second of all, the fact that there's kind of like a whole world inside of her. It's almost as if her midsection is a portal into another world, right? And that is the message that I'm getting from this. This card is an invitation to think of the possibilities, ponder, reflect. This is a week for reflection and connection and contemplating opportunities, not necessarily a week to jam the round peg into the square hole, or not the this isn't the week to overclock your computer or put nitro in your, I only have computer and car metaphors here. Don't push yourself is what I'm trying to say. Group D, your card is Inspiration. This is Mercury in Pisces. Let me stare at this. Okay, there are two things that this card could be adding to the reading. One of them is really cool. Mercury stationing retrograde opposite Pisces. So for some of you, this might be a timing indicator that basically when Mercury leaves shadow in September or whatever, the things that happen for you for this week might tie into that. And even if that's not true, this is an invitation to take it light. This is a ballerina dancing lightly. The moon doesn't seem particularly stressed. It's just casual. Try to tread lightly, but not in the avoiding danger sense, in the carefree, childlike sense. There was something else that I wanted to say. Give me a second. Yeah, basically, I just wanted to say that whether or not the things that you do this week, no matter how deeply they tie into, when Mercury is at this part of the sky again, opposing Pisces in the same place that it is, this week, whether or not that is the case, to really take it light, take it in stride, and try to make a game of it as much as you can. Yeah, that's a good note to end on. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give this video a like. I hope you'll have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.